Italian that comes from a family and from a culture where people live a long time, I think that nobody should ever retire. Let me explain. The reason why we guys live longer than you guys is first of all because of our societal structure. We have 3 generations of people living in the same house. It comes with pros and cons. Yes, if you have a toxic family, it sucks, but it has also its pros. First of all, as a young person, you are being helped out until you feel ready to be independent. Sometimes it's put out to the extremes where people leave the house at the age of 35. Then again, once they feel independent, they also get the help from parents, either rich or poor, to buy or to move out. This is why the average age for Italians to buy a house is actually lower than the average age for Americans to buy a house, even though your salary compared to your cost of housing is actually better off. We tend to save more by living with our parents, we tend to consume more than you, and then we're more ready to buy a house at younger age. Number 2, on the opposite side, why do people live longer? Because by living in the same household, by retiring later, by still contributing to society even in older age, we still have a reason to live. My grandmother, who was an Italian and Latin teacher, still teaches all of her nephews Latin. She helps out, she tutors all the nephews, including me, when I was in school. My grandmother still is very active in the culture and society of her local little town. She still meets people, she still has a lot of friends. On one side, the social mobility we have in America is beautiful, you move around. On the other, it is destroying friendships and local communities. You guys have work from home and you're using it to isolate yourself even more rather than moving in a place where you come from to actually come back into the community of your little town. But then again, you're one of the most individualistic society. Lastly, our grandparents are not left alone to rot in an elderly home, but still live with us. My grandpa is still with my mother, still sees everybody from the family. I spent the last summer with him. He's 96 and he's more bright than a lot of people that I met here at the age of 30. Why? Because he has the opportunity to speak to people, whether it's family members or friends. One of the ways to grow your mind is to keep on having a conversation with people. Then again, if your only God you have is money, then your life expectancy will be lower. The thing you live for is sharing, whether with your close family or more distant family, then you have more of a reason to live. Peace out.